Hello everyone, welcome to my channel today. It's a delight to be here with you. If this is your first time, consider subscribing, and if you're an old subscriber, welcome to today's topic. Today I'll be sharing on a topic I titled Sister to Sister, and that is because of the so much that is happening around the world. So much is going on, especially on social media. If you've been on social media for a minute, you already know so much that is happening around the world with people, especially with sisters. So I'm concerned about ladies, I'm concerned about women, I'm concerned about girls out there, you know, who, because of social media, they tend to get into the wrong thing, and it's not a good place to be. It's not a good place to be. Am I going to be judgmental? No, it's not about being judgmental. It's about putting a counsel out there for somebody who may need it. You never can tell, you know. With the pressures of the world, the pressures that we're having in the world, it's amazing what people do just to be seen as having made it on social media. And they need they need public opinion, public validation of those who have made it. And it's not supposed to be so. It's not supposed to be so at all. The fact of being a woman and a lady is not allowing yourself to be controlled by all that is happening around you, but rather being controlled from the inside. So I would like to ask a question. Who are you really? Who are you really? Who are you when nobody is watching? Who are you when the chips are down? What kind of a person are you? What kind of a lady are you? Like I said, it's not about being judgmental. It's just about putting things in the right perspective. In the right perspective for anybody that is watching, for anybody who is interested to hear the right thing. We are not supposed to allow ourselves to be controlled by the social media. We are the ones to control social media. Especially with the issue of this young lady called Blessing CEO. What happened to her or what she did? It's something that has happened to a lot of people. That others were not caught is why one can't even talk about them now. But because she was caught, so everybody can see her case and everybody can talk about her. You know, I feel for her. The pressure to succeed, the pressure to show the world that you have arrived or you've made it, made her do the wrong thing. You know, here she was displaying the picture of a supposed house that she had built for herself and trying to troll her ex. And then the owner of the house showing up with documents that the house belonged to him, and going up with police to arrest her and making her put it on Instagram the same way she had vlogged that the house was hers, or that she had posted pictures that the house was hers. You don't need that pressure in your life. Don't give yourself the pressure that God hasn't given you. Don't give yourself undue pressure. The pressure of I have made it. We all are at different levels of success in life. We all are. You are a winner at your own level. Success is measured at different levels for different people. Twins that were even born on the same day cannot measure success for each other, haven't been born the same day, almost the same time, by the same mother. One person's level of success differs from the other person's level of success. So you don't use another person's success to measure yours. You know, this thing about living a broken marriage, wanting to make it in life, your reason for wanting to succeed is not because you want to show to your ex that you've made it. No, that would be a wrong reason to want you to succeed in life. That's a wrong reason. Your success in life should be motivated from your inside of wanting to better your yesterday. If that is your reason for succeeding in life, then congratulations. But if your reason for pushing and driving yourself is so that you can show to someone out there, to show to your ex that you have arrived. Oh, since I left you, my life is going on. I have made it. You're wasting your time. The battles of life are not fought on social media. The battles of life are fought when you are all alone by yourself, driving yourself, motivating yourself, telling yourself you've got to make it for yourself, but not because someone else has made it or because you want to show off. Who do you want to prove anything to anyway? Who do you want to prove anything to? The only person that you've got to prove something to is you. That's the other lady that's looking at you at the other side of the mirror. When you look at that woman in the mirror, you stand before a mirror and you look at it, that woman that you're seeing in the mirror is the one that you have to prove to that you are who you are and that you're making progress. There's a lady that inspired me. She had some troubles years ago. I don't want to mention her name. She's a celebrity. She had problems with her marriage. And then the husband beat her black and blue. Injured her. She had to leave Nigeria to go treat herself. The husband was still trolling her on top of it all. It was a bad case. Do you know what I love about what that young lady did? She didn't try to prove to the ex-husband that I have made it. You know, I am here, I'm still pushing it, I'm still driving it. I have made so much more since I have left you. That was not what she did. She pushed herself and became better than she's ever been. She's lost so much weight recently. Beyond losing her weight is that she's driving her businesses. She's an entrepreneur. She's driving her businesses and doing things to motivate herself. She's shooting even more films than she's ever made. Looking beautiful and glamorous. I dare call her name Mercy Aigbe. She's a woman to look up to. You are not on social media to prove anything to anybody. Another person's success story may motivate you. But should that person's success story drive you to go do the wrong things? No, it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Don't allow social media put you under undue pressure. You don't need it. You don't need it. There's enough drive on the inside of you to succeed than wanting to prove to anybody that you've made it. And what is it all about anyway? Vanity upon vanity. You know, sometimes we all make mistakes, whether in our personal life decisions, or in our relationships. What is important is for you to dust off yourself, haven't fallen, pick up your life, and push ahead still. Yes, because you can make it. You can make it. That a marriage has ended does not mean your life has ended. Going forward, don't try to prove anything to your ex. He's ex. He's behind you. He is past. He's no longer important. Who is important and what is important is you, and what you decide is now important to you becomes important. Dwelling on the issues of your ex makes the person a little bit more important than he is. Would you hear people talk about you? Would you hear your ex said and your ex said and your ex said? Of course you would hear. But you know what? He's behind you. Be like a dog. Water does not really hit my back. I can shake it off. That's what the dog does. He shakes off the water that gets on the back. How about you doing the same? And move on with your life. Move on with your life. Let the X be X. And X means past. Sometimes people think that the only people that have relationship issues are young people. That's not true. Everybody got relationship issues. At my age, I could have relationship issues. That you're young does not mean that's the reason that you're having relationship issues. But you can choose your next companion wisely. You can and you should. You should choose wisely. Choose with your spirit. Don't choose with, oh, how my body feels. If you choose by your feelings, you are being body ruled, and that does not always augur well. But when you choose by the Spirit of God, you choose from your spirit, you choose from sitting down and analyzing things properly, you will see that you will begin to eliminate mistakes, unnecessary mistakes. I would like to ask this question at this point. Who is in the driver's seat of your life? You or your ex? You are saying, no, he's in the past. It doesn't matter anymore. But by the time you keep reacting to every single thing he does, then he's in the driver's seat of your life. You are the one in the driver's seat of your life. That's where you're supposed to be, in the driver's seat of your life. Drive yourself well. Drive yourself good. Drive yourself with care. You've got to. Because you got just this one life to lead. So live it well. There is something I always like to say to young people. And that is what I'm going to say to you now. Keep sex away from your relationship. I'll say it again. Keep sex away from your relationship. Sex is the last bit to come into a relationship. Keep it at the last. Don't keep it in the front. If the man says, oh, if I do not have sex with you, I am not going to marry you, how would I know that you really belong to me or you really love me? If you don't love him without sex, you won't love him with the sex. That is the truth. And let the man know it. When we say keep sex, when I say keep sex out of the relationship, I mean it does not make the relationship any better. Question. This gentleman has had sex with all the women that he met before you. And then with you again, he said, oh, you could likely be the candidate. Then he put sex forward. And you too accept it at that level, then it wouldn't make any difference. You are like the ones that he had left before you. But when you keep sex away from the relationship, you are able to sit down and analyze the relationship and enjoy the relationship without getting your feelings mingled, unnecessary sexual feelings mingled in your relationship. So keep it away and enjoy yourself, especially if you're separated from your husband or you're recently divorced. Enjoy being single. Enjoy it. What are the kind of things that you can do while single? Go to the library. Rediscover your reading talent and ability. Read again. Educate yourself again. Read and read and read and program yourself. Program yourself for success. Invest into you by the kind of quality materials that you study. Go to the library. And when you are in the library, you could even meet people, potential friends. Make friends. Laugh. Enjoy yourself. Be happy. Go out. Do things that make you happy. There is nothing that can make you happy except you. There is nobody that is responsible for your happiness save you. So it is your responsibility to make yourself happy. Make yourself happy doing the things that make you happy. You know, everybody wants to be married, yes, but they are not conscious of the fact that marriage does not mature anybody. Marriage does not mature you. Marriage doesn't grow you. If you are not developed before you go into your next relationship, before you go into your next marriage, you are still the underdeveloped you. You are still the under-educated you. So what are you supposed to do? Mature yourself, develop yourself before you step into another relationship. If you do not invest in yourself, you will not discover the greatest potentials that you have on the inside. Social media and in our lives in general, there are lots of dramas going on. I tell you, so much drama, so much drama. Leave the drama out of your life. You don't need it. Leave the negative vibes for those who have energy for it. Conserve your energy for better things, greater things, and invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. The true value that you have is in the self-investment that you put. When a relationship is over, leave the past in the past where it belongs. When you go back and you keep talking about it, you know, there's this young lady in the she's also in the social media, And she basically fights everybody who gives her a good counsel. She fights everybody. When I mean everybody, she fights everybody. The truth of the matter is, it makes her look bitter. Makes her look extremely bitter. Makes her look unforgiving. Makes her look as though she's not making progress. Money is not progress. Money exists in the minds of the poor. So money is not wealth, and wealth is not money. I want us to get that clear. Okay? So instead of coming into a new relationship with all the baggage of bitterness and anger and quarrels, leave them behind. When you keep going over your past relationship and you're always talking about it and you're always making remarks and comments about that person, oh boy, you come out bitter, you sound bitter and old. You sound bitter, you sound old, you look aged, you begin to age faster than your actual age. So leave out all that drama of the past, of your ex. Leave it out of your life. Relationships, some relationships can be toxic. Some relationships can be toxic. Whether it be from an ex, whether it be from a sister, whether it be from a friend. If the relationship is toxic, move away from it. You don't need all those drama. You don't need negativity. You don't need anger. You don't need bitterness in your life. You don't need them. They are energy sapping. They cause worry wrinkles and anger wrinkles. So what do? Leave all those negativities out of your life and move on to positivities. Do things that make you happy. Invest your time in things that will take you forward and advance you and help you make progress and help you get to your goal in life. When you set your goals in life and you are goal driven, you're reaching, you're pushing hard to hit your goals and you hit your targets, you wouldn't have time for the negative vibes and drama that are going on in the social media. Even if you're a celebrity, and as they call them now, yeye-brities. That's the way they call them now on social media. I dare say to you, my friend, you don't need all that in your life. You don't need all that negative drama. You know, with the Blessing, I think Blessing CEO, she made a colossal error. In Nigeria, not just in Nigeria, in all the world, all over the world, people are territorial. People protect their territories. You don't go taking picture on somebody's property and then you pose as if it is your own. And then the person gets to see you on social media, and then the person picks up the drama from there and is ready to war it out. This young man was ready to war out Blessing CEO. You know, a lot of people felt that the young man in question came down too hard on Blessing CEO. Maybe and maybe not. Maybe because he wanted to overlook the fact that she was a blogger and who was just posting things, and he looked beyond that to people who use such opportunities to take over somebody's property, and they begin to make war with you, drag you to court over your personal properties. People in Nigeria, especially in the East, are known, in fact, all over Nigeria, not just in the East, and I dare say all over the world. They take over somebody's property and they cut lands and all that. Go to court, you see cases of land cases are all over the place. So I dare say that the young man took it to that extent because he wanted to put an end to it. He didn't want somebody fighting him over his property that he had invested millions in building. If you look at the structure in question, it's worth several millions, I dare say. So the man had the right to fight. He was only protecting himself and his property because he didn't exactly know who he was dealing with. He didn't know. There are brothers who war themselves over landed properties. I mean, they jointly build this property. Okay, bring money. You know, brothers can be wonderful. Even sisters, they say, okay, bring money. Let's buy this property together, and we'll share it down in the middle. And you're bringing money, and you're bringing money, and this other person is building and building. Then the middle line of demarcation becomes a quarrel. They are shifting, and you're shifting. This one is saying, this is my own, where mine starts, and this is where it ends. The other one says, no, this is where mine starts. This is where yours ends, and it becomes a tussle, even in amongst family members. So I appreciated what the young man was trying to stop. Should he be judged harshly? Of course not. He was just being territorial. He was just protecting his properties. He didn't want somebody to show up with his property and he with all his documents. If you saw on the video that was posted, that young man brought out evidence as though it was a war. Somebody wanted to take it from him physically. That was the way he felt about it. And he had the right to feel that way. Because truly, some of those big problems starts very little. So should anybody blame the young man for fighting Blessing CEO? Of course not. Of course not. He was only protecting his interest. He was only protecting his property. So what do I say to Blessing CEO? Don't try to prove anything to anybody. You don't have business proving anything to anybody, especially your ex that you were trying to prove to that you have made progress since you left him. It's unnecessary. It's uncalled for. Okay, look at the shame and embarrassment that came to you as a result of it. It could have happened to anybody, and it happened to you. I feel it. I feel you. I feel your pain. You know, because of this urge to succeed, you want to show that you have succeeded. You don't need to show anything to anybody. You don't need to tell anybody that you have succeeded. Just do your thing and be happy with yourself. Be happy at your level of success. Somebody's level of success is at one room. And he's able to put a chair in there, he's able to put a bed in there, he's able to go to work, come back and rest his head, and he's happy with his life. That is success at his level. Another person's success may be a 2-bedroom flat, another person 3-bedroom, another person a duplex. Success is at different levels. At your level, wherever you're living in, be happy. If you're able to buy a land for yourself to build something, be happy. If you're able to build it after 5 years, be happy. It's all yours. Okay? So don't go take somebody's success and pose with it as your own. It always genders trouble. It always genders trouble. Forget about what is going on in social media and people that will use it to make mockery of you. They also have theirs that they are hiding. It's the person who says he or has out, or whose own gets to the open, that the whole world hears. So don't be moved by those that will come mocking you. Go on with your life. Go on with your life. Be happy. Should you be ashamed? Go on. Forget about shame. It happened yesterday. It belongs to yesterday. It's no longer important today. That is what I will say to you. Dust yourself up. Pick up yourself, Blessing CEO, and make progress. You've got to make progress. I dare even say that there are days you would not feel like getting out of bed because you don't know who you will encounter out there and what they will say to you. It's only relevant for now. Give it another 2 weeks. Another news will come up that will drown yours. So don't even bother. Don't worry yourself about it. Go on with your life and make progress. Thank you for watching this. I'll see you again in another video on another episode of Sister to Sister. Bye-bye.